LaSalle Park, March 2021.
I'm at LaSalle Park. As you can tell, it's a little noisy here. I'm in a flock of trumpeter swans. Many of them very curious about me. Most of these individuals are tagged, part of the breeding program in the province to reintroduce the species. But yeah, as you can tell, they're a pretty noisy lot. A few Canada geese and mallards here too, but they're not so vocal. There's maybe 100 here or so. You can hear some quacking too of mallards. I'm thinking there's more like 125 here. Trumpeter swans. About a third of them are young.
My name is Rob, and this is Songbirding.
So I'm thinking there's about 125 here, around that. About a third of them are hatchier. Oh well, second year now, but they're juvenile, immatures. A few mallards here too. These are all the friendly sort that get fed by people a lot. A mix of male and female mallards. And at least one hybrid American black duck mallard. A few house sparrows here too. And a couple feeders here. The trumpeter swan went extinct in this part of the world a long time ago, but they were still in western North America. Got reintroduced here about 30 years ago by the Toronto Zoo. There's a lot of familiar quacking sounds. Some ring-billed gulls in the distance too. A little harder to hear though. Every trumpeter swan here has a tag with a number and letter. Things like R18, K81, E32. Every one of them's got something on a big yellow tag. And in Ontario, that's the easiest way to tell the difference between a trumpeter swan and a tundra swan. This trumpeter swan's likely to have a big yellow tag on it. Otherwise, you have to look at some differences on the bill, because they can be pretty similar looking birds, both being big white swans with black beaks. But there's some yellow, I believe, on the beaks of the tundras. That and their call, you can tell why they're called trumpeter swans. Sound like trumpets, whereas tundra swans sound a lot more, a lot less drastic, a little more melodic, a little softer sounding. Don't think I'll have this kind of opportunity with tundra swans though. There's a couple Canada geese here too. I'm going to walk along the path here, away from the trumpeters for a bit. See what other flocks might be here. Seem to be a lot of house sparrows flocked here. And a group of Canada geese too. Got two trumpeters alongside me though, here for the walk. There's black-capped chickadee here. There's a flock of house sparrows. They're being kind of quiet. And a chickadee. I think he wants food. I don't have any out right now. Begging for food. They get fed here a lot. So I've got two trumpeter swans hiking with me right now along the trail. I don't know why. Probably a mated pair. Trumpeters seem to be one of those species that don't mind walking around a lot more than they like flying. So here at LaSalle Park, the majority of the population in Ontario stays here. And they're here for the winter, and then they'll fly off in the spring to breeding territories further north of here. They don't fly very far for breeding, because they really haven't established their migratory pathways yet, but it's getting better. The fact that they migrate at all is actually a good sign. So the trumpeter swans, they need open water shoreline for the winter, which there's generally is here, and sometimes needs to be broken up for them by some volunteers, but they feed off the bottom of shallow waters, so they need kind of the beach setting that they have here. Unfortunately, because so much of the water is frozen over, that's why they're all congregated together in the parking lot I was walking through, because they don't have the water to sit in right now, at least not much. But they don't need to be in the water all day long, just part of it. They want to feed on that, and there are volunteers giving them food for the winter. One of those things where reintroducing species, you gotta help them along a little bit. So there's a volunteer trumpeter swan coalition here that keeps an eye on them, monitors them, and makes sure they survive the winter here. Some of these trumpeter swans here have been here for 20 years. There are some older ones here. I'm on the beach now with a couple of them. There's about 6 here, as well as some Canada geese and mallards. These little gruntings of Canada geese. Bit of a rocky beach, but works for the mallards and geese and swans. A couple male mallards fighting right now. A couple trumpeters. There's actually several of them migrating over here by walking. 10 or 11 headed this way. More like 20 headed this way, just walking the path from the parking lot to the beach. One of the funny things is they're always bobbing their heads too, up and down, often while calling out. 2 of them bob their heads in unison. It's a bit of a mating dance thing. There's also a mute swan in this group too. Just hanging out with them. And they are, as they say, mute though. Don't say much. They are quiet though, because they're called mute swans for a reason. And he's being attacked actually by the trumpeters. They don't like him. Coming up to see me though. It's about a foot away from the recorder, but you won't hear much other than it walking. The webbed feet. Oh, here comes one flying by. Wow. Just flew 1 foot over my head. A few mallards here too. There's a couple of mallards. You can hear some gulls up there. I think that was a herring gull. Herring gull have those plaintive calls. Whereas the cow, that's the ring-billed gull. You can hear the house sparrows here. The trumpeter swans are split into two groups. One headed to the beach and the other half just staying at the parking lot. Smaller bird call there is house sparrow. I'll walk towards them. That's a male house sparrow calling, sort of singing. Looks like it's feeding time. Someone's here to feed the trumpeters. One half of the flock is missing out though.
Songbirding on Territory was recorded, engineered, narrated, and created by me, Rob Porter, with cover art and logo design by Lauren Helton, and Creative Commons music from Kevin MacLeod.